day and beautiful day. The kind of day that makes me wanna sing. I'm glad that I'm alive. I'm happy to be me. And that's the way to grow. A beautiful day to you, my wonderful learners. I have a question for you. How do you know carrots are good for your eyes? How do you know that carrots are good for your eyes? The answer is that you never see a rabbit wearing glasses. Have you ever seen a rabbit wearing glasses? Have you seen that before? Because they eat a lot of carrots. And because they eat lots of carrots, they don't wear glasses. It makes their eyesight very good. Friends, do you know why carrots are the color orange? Let me tell you. Carrots have something we call carotene. Carotene gives it this beautiful color, and it's also very good for you and your eyes. Okay. Of course, you should clap for me. Let's see. I often love writing comics. I often like telling stories. I often like telling stories with picture. So let's try one. I'm sad. Oh, sorry. I need to clean it and make it big so that you can see. So I'm drawing my comic. Oh, sorry, get my pen. Where's my pen? Okay. Let's see. And then this girl says, I'm sad. Uh-oh, mad? No. Uh-huh. That's not nice. What's happening? I'm trying to draw my comic. And she said, I'm happy. See, did you see what she said? This is called speech bubble, right? Yes, these are called speech bubbles. So the girl said, I'm happy. I'm happy. That's what she said. This my arm doesn't look well. Then another person asks, another lady asks, this is called a speech bubble, friends. This is called a speech bubble. Can we call it together? Speech bubble. So another friend asked, why? Remember that yesterday we talked about the words. What does why ask? Why asks what? Reason. Why is I? Why are you happy? Tell me the reason you are happy. And the friend says, oh, I keep forgetting to take my pen. This my cute friend here says, a large speech bubble. This is a speech bubble because, friends, remember I don't like you starting a sentence with because, but she's not in our class, so she doesn't know. Because Jesus loves, oh, this is supposed to be a small letter, loves me. Friend, have you seen my comic? So one person said, I'm happy. The other person said, why? Said, because Jesus loves me. So that is my comic. This is a speech bubble. Friends, this my friend here said, because Jesus loves me. That is the exact thing she said. And I want to write exactly what she said. I don't want to add to it. I don't want to remove anything from it. I just want to say it exactly the way she said it. And do you know her name? Her name is, you guessed right, her name is Jedi. Her name is Jedi, Jedi of the Most High. Yes, babies. Now, Jedi said, because Jesus loves me. I'm not going to add to what Jedi said. I'm not going to remove from what Jedi said. So I'm going to write it exactly the way she said it. And because I want to write it exactly the way she said it, see what I'm going to do, friends. I'm going to bring something called speech mark, also called quotation mark, and see how it looks. It looks like this. Uh-oh. I need my pen a lot today. This is speech mark. Uh-oh. So this is the beginning speech mark, and this is the end speech mark. End, begin. So this is the beginning speech mark, and that is the end speech mark. Now, once you see these two speech marks, what it's basically saying is that whatever you see inside here is exactly what the speaker said. Exactly. Can you say exactly? Everyone say exactly. Say it like this, exactly. Yes. So when you say exactly what the speaker said, you put it inside the speech mark. So let's do it. Jedi said, because Jesus loves me. So what was the first thing Jedi said? She said, I'm happy. So let's try it together. Jedi said, and remember, whenever you see speech mark, it means that I am saying exactly what Jedi said. But she didn't say it now. She said it in the past. That is why you see said. I didn't say Jedi say. I said Jedi said. She said it long ago. And then once you put that, you put a comma. What did she say? Friends, sorry, there is no space here. I can't. Okay, let me start. She said, I. Remember that once you see a speech mark, the first letter in the speech mark must be a capital letter. She said, I am happy. Did she say something else? No. You put a full stop and then you close it. This speech mark, this pair of speech marks, they are protecting what Jedi said. They don't want somebody to come and add to it or to come and remove from it. So they just want to protect it exactly the way she said it. So they just come and stand like soldiers like this. Don't add, don't remove, don't add, don't remove. It's exactly what she said that you have to put between us. If you put what she did not say, we are soldiers. We're going to remove it. Just put exactly what she said. We are watching you. We are watching you. Don't say what she didn't say. Don't say what she didn't say. Say it only the way she said it. That's what these two people are saying, friends. What does the Jedi say? Jedi said, because I'm happy. No, that's what she said. That's what Jedi said. Jedi said, because Jesus loves me. Woo! Because Jesus loves me. Dun, 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 dun. Because, so this, remember, the two soldiers are still there. What did Jedi say? Jedi said, this is what she said. You remember, you must put a comma to separate the speaker and what the speaker said. What is the comma doing, friends? It is separating the speaker and what the speaker said. And what did the speaker say? What did the speaker say? She said, the soldier just appeared and kept his face like this. What did she say? Are you going to add? Are you going to remove? Don't add, don't remove. Don't add, don't remove. Don't add, don't remove. And he said, Jedi said, because remember I told you that the first letter must be capital, because Jesus loves me. What do? Full stop. The second soldier is still there watching. Okay, that's what she said. It's correct. And then the second soldier down came and covered it. Friends, these two soldiers, they are called what? Speech marks. They are also called, let me write it in between them, quotation marks. Friends, let's say their name: speech mark or quotation mark. Let's go into the class. I just did this so that you understand. You know how much I love you and I want you to understand whatever I'm teaching. So the class is just about to begin. Let's go. Hello, I'm John. What's your name? Did you see John is asking a question? What is your name? Hi, my name is Mark. Oh, this is nice. Let's try it again. Hello, my name is John. What's your name? The other one goes, hello, my name is Mark. Oh, no, he said, hi, my name is Mark. Let's see. Now I want to write what Mark and John said. Let's try. I want to write exactly what Mark and John said. John said, hello, I'm John. What is your name? Mark said, I'm Mark. Something doesn't seem quite right. Can you guess? 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 Of course you can. There are no speech marks. There are no speech marks. No, friends, we're going to rewrite it and make sure there are speech marks. Oh. Let's make sure there are speech marks. John said, comma. Remember. Remember. Speech mark. The speaker, which is John, and what John said is always separated by a comma. John said, hello. The first soldier appeared. Before John would say anything, the first soldier appeared. Hello, I am John. What's your name? What is your name? But because it's a question, friends, we can't put a full stop. We now added a question mark. And then the second soldier appeared and looked at it and said, okay, that's what John said. That's what John said, and covered it. Now let's see what Mark said. Mark said, friends, this is still wrong, because when Mark is saying something, there is somebody that will come and separate what Mark said from Mark. Who is that person? Who is that person that will separate the speaker from the speech? Who is that person? That person is called a comma. Mark said, I am Mark. Hey, Mark is a cool person. I am Mark. Mark is like David. He doesn't talk too much. I'm Mark. Okay, friends, let's move on. Now, that's correct. What are speech marks? Speech marks or quotation marks are used in talking in a text or a story, but they usually work in pairs. Remember, pairs means what? Two. What are other words for double? Pair, twice, like that. So they work in pairs. They can't work alone. They work in pairs. Friends, did you see quotation? It's a long word. Quotation mark or speech marks. Okay, so they work in pairs at the beginning and at the end. And then let's move on. I already explained this. I'm just going to keep explaining what I've explained before, and that way my friends are going to understand it very well. So have you seen what speech marks look like? Yes, yes, yes. Speech marks. My one is very pretty. And whatever is going to be in between here, in between the pair of speech marks, will be exactly what the speaker said. Okay, let's see. Now here are the rules. Here are the rules. Number one rule: separate the speaker. So separate a direct speech word for word from the rest of the sentence. So we use it to show you exactly. This long thing they said now means that we use it to show you exactly what somebody said. So if I'm telling a story and I'm like, so one day I met a boy. The boy is very tall and fine. The boy doesn't really like eating apples. In fact, he said. So I'm about to tell you exactly what he said. Apples are disgusting. I will say it exactly what the guy said. Okay, example. I will go to the store. Sorry, please. I'll go to the store. You have to put your comma, remember? I'll go to the store, said, she said. Okay, let's see what Matthew said. Uh-oh. Matthew told his mother, comma, I love spending time with you. Oh, friends, I've missed spending time with you because I actually love spending time with you. But whenever I'm doing a video, Matthew said, I love spending time with you. Now, because it's a feeling, friends, you remember what we said about feelings? Yes, we use exclamation marks to show feeling. This is an exclamation mark. We use it to show feeling. So he said, I love spending time with you, Mom. I love spending time with you, Mom. And there's an exclamation mark. So let's see if that first rule I gave you is still working here. Matthew told his mother, comma. What did Matthew say? The first speech mark appeared. Speech mark soldier 1. I love spending time with you. But remember, you must put your close punctuation. And in this case, it is an exclamation mark. And then the second soldier comes and closes the speech mark. Why don't we try writing something? What do you want to say? Apple is my favorite fruit. Who would say? Who had been submitting homework in primary 1? Who? Fermi, Annie. Yes, Fermi and Annie did a good job submitting homework. So let me say, Fermi said, what did Fermi say? I put remember, I use a comma to separate the sayer and what he said. The speaker and the speech. The speaker, this is the speaker, Feromi, and his speech, I use a comma to separate it. What did he say? I miss. Remember that this is capital letter. I miss school. That's what Feromi said. And he said it with a lot of passion. I miss school. So I'm going to use my exclamation mark to show the emotions that Feromi used. So I'm going to put my exclamation mark. I miss school. Then I put my close punctuation mark. Let me try for Annie now. Annie said, Annie asked. Annie asked. Please, my body is so small, sometimes my words are squashed. Remember, I must separate what Annie said from Annie with a comma. Annie said, or Annie asked. I put my first speech mark, please. May I go outside? May I go outside? Remember that this is a what? Question. So I put question mark and then I close the speech with this closing speech mark. Okay, let's try another. So we use a comma to introduce a quote after words like said, asked, exclaimed. So comma comes in immediately after. She said, comma, I'm finished. I finished my homework. Okay, not I'm finished. I finished my homework. So immediately after said, we put a comma. Put a comma before we put our quotation mark or our speech marks. Okay, let's see. Mom asked, did you clean your room? So immediately after the asked, we put a comma. Did you clean your room? Then beginning speech mark, question mark before the close speech mark. So first, let's see whether you understand what I have been saying. After mom asked, what will come next? A comma. Immediately after mom, a comma. After the comma, what will come next? The beginning speech mark. After the beginning speech mark, what will happen next? If it's a question, we'll put a question mark. If it's a sentence, we'll put a full stop. If it's an exclamation or exclamatory sentence, we'll put an exclamation mark and then we close our sentence. High five, poet. Okay, it's time for you. Always keep any punctuation as part of the speech. Put it inside the speech mark. So, do you know the way to the beach? This is still part of, we're going to still leave it inside the speech mark. We're not going to remove it from the speech mark. I'm lost. Can you see? I put my full stop before I closed my speech. So the punctuation mark comes in before the end speech mark. We use speech mark when writing titles of books, films, magazines, plays, songs, poems, etc. So you see, example, I watched Finding Nemo yesterday. My favorite book is Gone with the Wind. So when I'm saying something and I'm quoting what I did or a title of a book, a song, a poem, I'm going to put it in speech marks. Wow, friends. we've learned so much. I have learned a lot. I hope you have. Now it's time for you to try your own. Try right now. Okay, let's see. This is your turn. Pause the video. Pause the video. Pause the video. So when you pause the video, you rewrite each sentence. Rewrite each. Each means every one of them. Each means what? Every one of them. You rewrite number 1, you rewrite number 2, you rewrite number 3, you rewrite number 4, you rewrite number 5. Each one of them. Then add quotation marks where they belong. Where do they belong? Add it. So when you are done, you continue the video. But right now, pause this video. And when you are done, let's continue. Let's see. Mom, can we have grilled cheese for dinner? See the question. Asked Joe. Gina asked, how many students are in your dance class? Let's see. How many students are in your dance class? Hooray! Hope you're getting it correctly. Does everyone have their backpacks ready for tomorrow? Asked Jean. Okay. Do you know at what time the store opens? Harry asked. La 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 la. Of course, Tim yelled. Of course, Tim yelled, you can come to my house tonight. Oh, this is a big one. Of course, exclamation, Tim yelled. As we separate Tim from the sentence, you can come to my house tomorrow. Friends, if you didn't get number 5 correctly, never mind. But just understand that if the person said 2 things, then you separate the 2 things with 2 speech marks, okay? The first 2 speech marks, the first pair of speech marks, and the second pair of speech marks. You don't need to pile it up together, okay? And remember that you still separate the speaker from the speech using a comma. And then remember that the first sentence is always capital, but of course this is a continuation of a sentence. Now this is another work for you to do. Please pause the video and continue. Okay, now you are done. Let's do the work. Under the bridge is a golden treasure, said John. Remember that this comma now comes inside the speech mark. Remember we said that if the words come first, the comma will come inside the speech mark. The punctuation is always inside the speech mark. You need to do your homework every night, expressed Steve's mom. Okay, for our word study next week, I'm going to teach you the various words we use instead of said. There's a comma here. Okay, I wonder if I'm going to be able to graduate this year. Comma, then we close our speech mark, said Fred. You need to do your homework every night, expressed Steve's mom. And of course, the comma needs to come here again. The comma needs to come here again. I'm not feeling well today, implied the student. I'm not feeling well today, implied the student. Friends, remember our comma again is supposed to come in, or except it's a full stop. If it's a full stop, that all the student said, then it's a full stop. But if not, Jane replied, we should all just go to the park today. Jane replied, comma, we should all just go to the park. Please remember your comma. Please, there's a comma here. Thank you very much. God bless you for being part of my class today. I've enjoyed learning with you. Do have a splendid time. Love you. Bye.